The brand new Superman movie just came out, and I'm going to give my thoughts or review on it. But before I do, I want to start with here. In an interview with Variety, James Gunn says Superman is about an immigrant that comes from other places and how we've lost the basic human value of kindness. And yes, it's about politics. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, I watched the movie. I did not think it was about politics. I mean, like, within the world, like, their little world, yeah, there are politics going on, but I'm talking about, like, out of, like our world, like, the real world. No. You're just saying shit, so you sound cool. He's literally just saying this immigrant shit now because all this stuff was going on with, like, how they're all getting deported. It's the only reason James Gunn's saying any of this. If that wasn't happening, he would be like, no, it's not really about that, honestly. Superman, I don't think it's about how we've lost the basic human value of kindness. Yeah, no, I don't think it's about that. But no, because all that shit's going on now. Now he's got to say that. What's the number one comment here? Sorry, let me read this. Hollywood makes you much more sense once you realize that big producers are writing the scripts to impress one each other. Not making, okay, maybe, yeah. I don't know. So, dude, nobody wants to go hear about politics in their movies. Before you say it's not about politics, it says it right there. Okay, yeah, it's about politics. Why the fuck would you say that? Ban this guy from all interviews in the future. He gets one. What's the next movie coming out? Superman or Supergirl might be. Supergirl, Peacemaker's the next project I know. Supergirl or Clayface, ban him from those press conferences. He doesn't get any. He gets one interview, and and it's like we're offering him softballs. Like, how's your day, James? What was it like making it? That's it. We got to wrap it up. This kid's done. He can't talk more than 3 seconds. Otherwise, he's gonna start saying stupid shit like this. I bit my tongue. Kind of hurt. Yeah, this is just retarded on so many levels. Like, why are we making... Dude, nobody wants to hear about politics when they go to movies. Okay, if you want to hear about politics, go turn on the news. Okay, and don't go to the fucking movie theater. All right, like... And then we also got to get to his retard brother. Let's listen to this. Hey, everybody gather around the campfire. Let's take a listen. All right. Fuck it, play.
Your boss, your brother, talked about Superman being an immigrant. And now MAGA is already upset that he's called Superman an immigrant. I wanted to get your reaction.
What a fucking D1 raise bait question from fucking this fake-ass news reporter named Variety. Sorry, I know his name's not Variety. He works for Variety. Like, what the fuck kind of... We're hitting a little replay on that question.
Is already upset that he's called Superman an immigrant. I wanted to get your...
MAGAs are... What the fuck? That's like me. I could delete... He didn't even quote anybody there. Like, at least pull up, like, some little Twitter quote, like, Johnny X2 on Twitter said, like, this. Like, he just said MAGA in general. He didn't even name any... Like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, this guy's not a real reporter. He's just a D1 rage baiter. He's trying to get, like Sean Gunn to respond like this.
My reaction to that is that it is exactly what the movie is about, I think. That, like, we support our people.
No. That's just not what the movie's about. Those who have watched it, there's nobody came out of that movie like, yeah, I support my people, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah. That's what I think, yeah.
No, we love our immigrants. Yes, Superman is an immigrant. And yes, the people that we support in this country are immigrants. And if you don't like that, then you're not American. People who say no to immigrants are against the American way. They're against what the American dream is all about.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
Absolutely.
Fucking retard. This guy's also banned from press conferences. No more interviews for this retard. Banned. He was barely in the fucking movie. Why is this guy getting interviewed? He's banned from all of them. Maxwell what's the guy's name? What's the kid's name? Maxwell Lord. Fuck. I'm sorry, I'm not a super nerd. I'm just like a pretty big nerd. If that kid shows up, then yeah, okay, you can get one interview maybe if we're feeling nice. I don't even know why he's on this like press conference tour, but let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah, that's also what I want to say. So I could find it if I really wanted to, but there's like a 45-minute segment of David Cornsweet, and apparently somewhere in there he says the saying is truth, justice, and some good things, not the American way. This is why I have this pulled up. You're getting paid $750K? Shut the fuck up and don't mention politics. Oh, you can't say that. Look how much he's getting paid for this role. I can fucking say that. If I got paid $750K, I would not be talking about politics. I just wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, made a lot of money. Don't care about politics now. If you care about that much about politics and you just feel you have to go say it, go run for fucking office. Go be a politician. This is movies. We make movies, not politics. What else I got here? Oh, okay. This is if y'all don't know who this guy is, Jerry Siegel. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. He's one of the guys who created Superman. And this is what he says Superman stands for. Fuck.
Desperately needed a crusader, if only a fictional one.
Oh, okay.
So what could you say that you felt?
So before in the interview, I know I started in the middle, they were talking about like Nazis and how like bad the world was, and like wars and shit. Just it's not really important.
That Superman stood for or stands for?
Well, exactly the motto that they've used on the television show: truth, justice, and the American way. A very clean-cut guy who could rule the world and is all-powerful, but instead he uses his powers to aid the helpless and the deserving rather than to exploit them. The world.
Huh, that didn't sound like it's about immigration at all. That's weird. It didn't sound like that at all, actually. I don't even think I heard him mention that he's an immigrant. That's weird. That's really fucking weird, isn't it? What do you know? Just making bullshit up to relate to what's going on right now. Just stop. Let's see what else I got here. Okay. Now it's time. I'm done shitting on it. Let me talk about the movie. Out of 10, 9. 9 to 8, somewhere in that range. It's very good. This is going to be a very good start for the DCU. I was enjoying it. I was having a blast. It was so much fun. Lex Luthor, the actor Nicholas Hoult, gave an amazing performance. David Cornsweet as Superman was amazing. Lois Lane, I'm sorry, I don't know the actress's name. I haven't seen her in a ton of movies. I'm sorry. Who else was good in it? Is it Nathan Fillion? I think that's his name, as Guy Gardner. I want to say that's right. Yeah, and then what's the kid's his friend's name? Whatever his friend is, he was also cool in the movie. Yeah, so let me talking about like into the movie a little bit. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Natural selection if you say you got spoiled. Natural selection. Okay. So the movie basically opens up in the first scene and it's Superman, he's lost the fight, right? Which I think it's a very good way to start opening because most people when they think of Superman, they think of him as like this invincible guy who can't be hurt, who like can't be stopped. So I think immediately it sets the tone that he can be hurt. He can like feel pain. He can feel these things. I mean, he's still like really powerful, but like he can still feel these things. So that immediately sets that tone, which I love. And then it's him. What happens? Oh, his dog gets him. They bring him back to the Fortress of Solitude, and he's hearing. This is very beautiful, in my opinion. He's hearing a message from his unknown parents. Oh God, the symbolism here is amazing. I'm about to go crazy right here. He's hearing a message from his biological parents, basically, and like a message cuts off halfway through, but basically it was just saying be good, and like, but the rest of it gets corrupted. He gets healed from the sun. He goes back out, tries fighting. Fuck, I always forget the guy's name. not X-Man. It's like, it's the villain in the movie. I gotta pull up the cast. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really bad at this. This probably will get 3 views of video. It's okay. It's okay. We bounce back. One second. What's the kid's name? Movie. God damn it. Ultraman. That's the kid's name. Ultraman. So he goes back up to fight Ultraman, and then basically Lex Luthor is controlling him. He's like, yeah, left hook. Oh, yeah, fuck it. And he's giving him these combos. He's piecing up Superman. And, like, he immediately says the tone, Lex Luthor's just a D1 hater. That's all he is. He's just a hater. He just hates them. He hates Superman. He hates him so much. And it kills him. It bothers him. Just his existence bothers him. So after that, Superman just gets his ass kicked, and basically the guy flies back. Superman gets helped out by this like little, I don't know what the guy is. It could be Arabian, like one of those brown guys. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be racist. I don't know what he is. Yeah, I don't know what he is. He could be Arab. I don't know. He gets helped out by this dude, and then I was like, oh, that's a cool movie. He sold him something. Was it a falafel? I don't know. He sold him something, and then later. No, that's relevant. I'll tell you why later on. So then Superman then he becomes Kent Clark Kent. There we go, Clark Kent, and he's going to the Daily Bugle. By the way, it looks beautiful. So he's in there. He's talking with Lois, like, this Superman guy. How do you always get his interviews? He's like, I don't know. I just do. I'm so good. And then, what's the kid's name? His friend. Great actor, by the way. Jimmy Olsen, that's the kid's name. Jimmy Olsen in it is wonderful. I love him in it. And so Jimmy's there. They're all just talking. And then they go back to the apartment. Him and Lois are making out. And then Superman's like, what? But he's Clark Kent. He's like, want to do an interview with me as Superman? And she's like, fuck yeah, I do. Let's do it. Interview low-key goes shit. Superman kind of crashes out, and then he leaves the apartment, and angry, and right before he walks out, Lois Lane says, like, I knew this would happen, or, like, this is why I don't date. So it was something like that. Or I knew this wouldn't work out. It was something, that's what it was. I knew this wouldn't work out, and so then Superman's like, and he goes on about his day. I believe, what happens next? Okay, I don't know. And then at some point, Lex Luthor gets into the Fortress of Solitude, breaks in, it gets the DNA. The engineer found out where it was, and then Lex Luthor came. He had a hair strain from Superman, so he gets in, and then he kills everybody and takes Crypto. And so then Superman finds out about this. Oh, before this, that's what happens. And then Lex Luthor, to keep Superman busy, make sure he doesn't come, releases like this little kaiju creature. Superman takes care of it along with with Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, and Mr. Terrific. Oh my God, he's so cool in this movie, Mr. Terrific. So they all take care of this kaiju, and then it comes out that they got the rest of his message his parents sent him, and the rest of his message was like he's there to rule the world. He's there to overcome you. And so then this whole narrative starts about, oh no, oh God, Superman might kill us all. And then like there's this war going on in the background this whole movie between these two like African countries, which is important later on, I'll explain. And then that like the president of the bad African country is like, yeah, I told you he was a fucking crook. And then he's going to take all our women or something like that. And so then Superman realizes Crypto's missing, and so he freaks out, and then he storms into Lex's office, scares cries. He's like, where's the fuck's it? He shouldn't have been awesome. He's like, where's the dog, Lex? Where's the dog? Doesn't know, goes full John Wick mode. And then Eventually, he flies back to Lois. He's like, I can't find the dog. Really cool. They're fighting some alien creature in the background. What do they call themselves? The Justice Gang. Justice Gang. That's what Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, and Mr. Terrific call themselves. And so they're fighting this monster in the background. Really cool. Superman's like, oh, they got it. And him and Lois talking, have a great conversation. And then he ends it with, I love you. And he flies off to these things called to turn himself in. So he goes and turns himself because now there's a warrant out for him. That was going on. Lex wanted to like arrest Superman earlier in the movie. Rick Flag made a cameo. Rick Flag Sr., which is pretty cool. So then he goes and turns himself in, and then Rick Flag's like, I'm sorry, we can't contain you, so we gotta give you my boy Lex. So Lex puts him in this pocket dimension, and what's the kid's name? I always forget these characters' names. I'm sorry. Metamorpho's there, and he basically, if you don't know who Metamorpho is, he can change any of his like bodies into different chemicals. So he turns into kryptonite, and so Superman's like, so he's there, he's trapped in this pocket dimension, and he's just like, he's in a cage basically, and so then they're just torturing him a little, and then Lex is like, all right, we're gonna interview the falafel guy. Remember him before, the Indian guy that helped him out? We're interviewing him right now. You're gonna answer some questions for me. And then he pulls out a revolver, and I think it's just one bullet. He's placing Russian roulette, except he respins it every time, which is like, well, okay, it ruins the whole point. So first time he does it, gun doesn't go off. I was like, okay, yeah, of course it doesn't. Spins it again. I was like, okay, whatever. Boom, pop. I was like, whoa, hold on, whoa. Like, it just shot him dead. Like, he was out of there. And that really caught me off guard. And then, and then Metamorpho starts, like, crying. He was like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, Metamorpho's there because they took his son. His son name's, like, Jimmy or something. This little green shit. And then, so Metamorpho's like, you promised you could get my son, right? And Superman's like, I got you, bro. Superman's on 1 HP. Metamorpho's like, all right, he turns off the kryptonite. And then he's like, fuck, this guy's not healing. So then he, creates like a little sun. Superman heals. Go get the sun. They break out of there. Mr. Terrific's there. He helps him. He has a cool badass scene where he's killing all these military dudes. And then they all escape. Yeah, the gang's all out. Except Lex is a D1 hater, remember? And haters don't forget. So Lex Luthor opens up the pocket dimension, but now it's in their world, so it's fucking going crazy, destroying Metropolis. Meanwhile, that war with those 2 African countries going on, and like the poor, shitty African countries about to get taken over by the evil African country, and they're at the border. And the reason they want to do that is half of it would go to Lex, half of it would go to the other African country. So they're about to take it over. They're calling out to Superman, but Superman's got to go. He's got to go deal with this, because otherwise there's no world to save. So he's trying to fight, but he gets, so bad with names, I'm sorry. Ultraman gets in the way, so he has to fight Ultraman now. And then they're fighting, and it's just a lie. You're like, fuck, there's no way he gets it done. And then he's like, Krypto, go get him. And then Krypto comes in and kills all the bots, because that's the only way. Because the version of him is basically retarded. So without the bots, he doesn't get his moves input. Ultraman. And so he takes out Ultraman, but then meanwhile, in the African country, he sends the Justice Gang, and they take out the evil African dude, and then they take over. And one of the best scenes was the kid holding up the Superman flag, like, Superman! I love that scene. And then Superman goes out, takes out Lex, whips his ass, and then, Lex gets exposed for doing some corrupt shit through his ex-girlfriend, leaks it to Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen writes the newsletter on it, writes a report on it. Everybody's like, oh, fuck you, Lex. And then, Lex goes to jail. They start clowning on him. They start dunking on him, 360 no-scoping on his dumbass head, bald head. Yeah, it was cool. And then, so let me get my thoughts on my movie, what I thought the cool part. I probably missed some shit there. Try to go over some plot points. Coolest part is at the end, Clark realizes it doesn't matter that his parents, told him, that's where he comes from. It matters what he is, how he was raised, and what he decides to do. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, is up to him. It doesn't matter if his really original purpose was to get there and destroy the world. And at the end, instead of playing the message, he plays videos of when he was a kid growing up with the parents that from Kansas. And so it's just real. I thought that was cool. Like that you realize it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters who you are, which I think is a pretty good message. Yeah, all in all, it's a really good movie. These fucking retards tried ruining it. Ban them. Ban all of them. But yeah, really good movie.